Welcome back to News Geelong as we turn our attention to the world of pulsating sports and Tim Michell.
Thanks, Graham. For sport tonight, we've ventured down to Allumata Reserve to take in some of the action from the BPCA's 2020 final between Anglesea and Ocean Grove. But before we do take a look at some of that footage and chat to BPCA President Graham Bate, we'll first go to Nathan Curry for News Geelong, who had a chat to South Barwon co-coaches Matt Verfeth and Paul Corrigan about the Swans' prospects for the coming 2010 season and whether they can back up their title win.
For the last decade, South Barwon have simply been a GFL powerhouse. But with the loss of several key players, can they do it again in 2010? I spoke to co-coaches Matt Verfeth and Paul Corrigan to find out.
You go into every year and you want to win a premiership, and that's what it's about. For us, it's a bit unknown this year. We've lost 3 or 4 guys that have played over 200 games at the club, and that's a big hole to fill. But we had 7 guys under 20 in last year's flag, and we've got a new group of young guys coming through again this year, which is going to be exciting, and a couple of new recruits. So we're hopeful that we'll have a good season, but until you get out there and start playing, it's a bit unknown.
So how has the pre-season been? Any injuries? How's our boys' attitudes been?
Yeah, boys' attitude's been really good. I think after winning last year, the boys come back in really good nick. We did probably 4 to 5 weeks of solid stuff before Christmas, and then we came back after Christmas, and the boys kept themselves in good shape again. And I've been getting really good numbers, and even the guys that have come up from the top age under 18s last year have been training really well. So hasn't been any injuries to date, so which has been really good. So once we start hitting the practice matches, we'll have pretty strong squads to choose from.
Now, you haven't been able to train on your home turf. Do you think that will have any effect on your gameplay come practice matches?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we've been training at Deakin. We've sort of mixed it around. We're trying to do a lot of indoor stuff as well. So it's we're doing a lot of cross training, which is probably not bad to keep the boys off the harder grounds anyway. So I mean, once we get back on the ground, we'll do a lot more game style stuff. But Deakin's been really good for us, and I think the boys. We've had the luxury of having a bottom oval here at the football ground as well, and I mean that gives us another alternative. But I don't think it'll make too much of a difference.
From the home of the Swans, Nathan Curry, News Geelong.
The Geelong Racing Club hosted its final meeting for February, with autumn racing set to begin, as the racing club's business and development manager, John Dunn, explained to News Geelong.
Punters certainly ended the day on a winning note when some big bets were landed when the former New South Wales galloper trained Monkeys scored a big win in the final event. He certainly had the punters jumping for joy.
Maxi Cat goes to Will Dorr. T01 claiming the pair. Hadrian's Wall and Monkeys who's threading his way through. Here he comes, 200 to go. T01 led. Monkeys goes to him. Hadrian's Wall out wide. Will Dorr battling away. Monkeys hit the front. T01 still there. Will Dorr the inside. Monkeys from Will Dorr. Monkeys perhaps to get it from Will Dorr.
So there you have it, the wrap-up to summer racing. We farewell summer racing here at Geelong, the gateway to glory. We'll see you all out here at our next meeting on Saturday, March the 13th.
The Supercats have finalised their squad for the coming 2010 Seabull basketball season, and as General Manager David Hoey explained to News Geelong's Jake Bourke, adding Nathan J. Bullock, a big American, to their squad as their import is going to add a lot to the Supercats setup for the coming season.
So one of those new players you've got is Jonathan Bullock. What can you tell us about him?
Janate's from Cleveland. This is his first trip overseas, so it'll be very new to him coming to Geelong. He's 6'6", he's around 240 pounds, so he's a big player. He'll be big inside for us, but can score from the outside. And he has a background of having trialled as a free agent with a NFL side.
So he obviously seems like a pretty versatile athlete. What do you hope for him to bring to the club?
I think he'll bring a lot of things to the club. He's strong inside, he's strong outside, he's a very good defensive player, but his attitude is really one of the things that we picked up on. We're very confident of having him give a very strong approach to the club overall.
The BPCA's 2020 action concluded last Thursday night with a game between Anglesea and Ocean Grove at Allumata Reserve. Ocean Grove took the initiative early, but as the president of the BPCA, Graham Bate, explained, it's been a fantastic tournament and a fantastic concept which has been embraced by all the BPCA clubs.
Yeah, we had a bit of a slow start for whatever reason. We didn't start till a bit later in the year, and we're a bit worried about the weather, but as it's turned out, all the games have been played and it's been terrific. All the clubs have embraced it. As a matter of fact, at the last committee meeting, they were looking at ways to expand it, which we'll explore for next year, obviously.
So what sort of potential do you think the BPCA 2020 competition has? Could we see it get even bigger and better in a sense next year?
Well, that's what the clubs want to do, and they'd like to have a bit before Christmas and a bit after Christmas, and we'll certainly explore ways of doing that. And if we can get every club two home games, that'd be our ambition.
Has it been a trend around most of the clubs that you've spoken to? We've seen some pretty big crowds. I know at Barwon Heads there was certainly one, and pretty decent crowd here tonight as well.
I've been to about 5 or 6 of the games, and the crowds have been terrific. You only have to look around tonight to see the Ocean Grove boys have travelled down to Anglesey. I think that's a reflection of the way the competition's accepted the concept this year.
And it's certainly a very exciting concept. Is it one that you enjoy getting out and having a look at too?
Well, any game that finishes in 3 hours and it's exciting, and these blokes are putting on 120 in 10 overs, it's just, you can't help but like it.
From Alamata Reserve, this has been Tim Michell for News Geelong Sport, and that's Stumps for Sport This Week, Graham.
Thank you very much, Tim. The world of autumn weather is right upon us, and Larni Salathiel has the latest on the week ahead. Larni, any change to some rain?
Yes, Graham, there are a few showers around for this week. Hopefully we get some quality, much needed rain out of it, so let's take a look. For tomorrow, becoming cloudy with patchy rain late in the evening with a top of 29. Friday, cloudy also, areas of rain easing to isolated showers later in the evening. The chance of thunderstorms also with a top of 24. For the weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy, scattered showers and the chance of thunderstorms as well with a top of 21. And Sunday, cloud increasing, scattered showers and the chance of thunderstorms again with a top of 21 also. For next week, Monday, cloudy, scattered showers with a top of 19. And Tuesday, partly cloudy with a maximum of 24. And today we had a lovely sunny day with a top of 26. So it's looking like a few showers around for the long weekend, Graham.
Thank you, Larni. To win 7 Bathurst 1000s in October is a great feat. News Geelong's Meryl Friend spoke with 7-time winner Jim Richards at the recent Kiwanis All-4 Day out at Deakin University.
The 19th annual Kiwanis All-4 Day is being held at Deakin Warn Ponds, and all the funds are going to children's charities around the Geelong region. And we're joined by Jim Richards, who is a 7-time winner of Bathurst. Is this an exciting day for you to be down at the All-4 Day, Jim?
Well, I haven't been to an All-4 Day before, and my son Steve came last year and said it was fantastic. And so Shannon suggested that maybe I should come along with my little car. I said, yeah, it'd be great.
Now, this car is a 1964 Ford Falcon Sprint. Now, what sort of racing are you doing in that?
Okay, this car competes in the event called the Touring Car Masters Series, and that's for cars pre-1975. So you've got all sorts of different cars. You've got Ford Mustangs, Chargers, Camaros, Ford Falcons, everything. So anything below 75 can compete. But although they look old, I can assure you everything under the bonnet, every nut and bolt on the car is brand new.
So you have actually got a new engine in there?
Yeah, everything's new, yes.
Well, it's looking beautiful, and after you race these ones, where else do you go to?
Well, we do the Porsche series in the GT class, and we do the rallies, the Targa Tasmania, and of course running these cars, we're at 8 rounds of the V8 Supercars series, so it's plenty of time consuming. We travel about 35,000 kilometres a year, going to all the tracks and the trucks, so yeah, you get around.
So when do you ever get home? Where's home for you?
Home's Melbourne, but my wife comes with me in the truck, so we sort of, have a holiday as well as a race.
Oh, I think she'd like that.
No, she does.
Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. Remember, take your time and smell the flowers. And also remember, next week, Wednesday and Friday nights at 6:30, Channel 31 for News Geelong. From all the team at News Geelong, a very good night.